morning.
Good morning.
We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree?
Yes.
You're knowing what you're wanting?
Yes.
You come for fun?
Yes.
Clarity?
Yes.
To hear? To express? To understand? To tune in to the frequency of who you are? That's the most significant thing that happens in an environment like this. There is a tuning process that takes place. You just can't be a part of a conversation like this for a little while without your frequency tuning to that frequency of your source. It's really a wonderful thing, isn't it? You are so much more than these physical bodies, and some of you are beginning to understand that. And you are vibrational beings, and that's the thing that is the most interesting when you come into awareness about that, because everything is vibrational, and you are too. And when you figure out that you are, and then through a process of thinking and feeling and thinking and feeling, you are able to tune yourself to the frequency, to the vibrational frequency of your source, then everything in your world becomes brighter. You are an extension of source energy. And when you are tuned to the frequency of source energy, then you allow that source energy to flow through you. Now, we want to say this in a clearer way because source is always flowing through you. You can't cut yourself off from that. But when you have conscious awareness of it, and when you deliberately tune yourself to that frequency, then everything's brighter. Your body feels better, your mind is clearer, your rendezvous with the things that are important to you are better. You have more creative control of your own experience, and therefore more satisfaction in what you're creating. Most people that you know are moving through life and creating, because everyone is creating their own reality, because everyone is offering a vibration, and their vibration equals their point of attraction, and their point of attraction equals what comes to them. So everyone is creating their own reality, but the majority of people are creating their own reality by default. They don't really understand that they are doing it, and they don't do much of it on purpose. Most people are reacting or responding to what comes to them. But there are not many who are understanding the vibrational nature of the universe, the vibrational nature of their own being, the vibrational nature of thought, and the vibrational nature that law of attraction is responding to. So most people are sort of counting on luck or good fortune, or they are looking for a good life that they can observe and live so that they can have a good feeling response to it. And that's understandable, isn't it? It's nice to see nice things. It's nice to have nice conversations. It's nice to be around people who are fun or who are clever or who are intelligent. It's nice to have objects of attention that are pleasing that you can give your attention to. And those nice things, as you sift through life and focus upon them, do tune you to nicer and nicer things. But if you are someone who has been taught by those around you, sort of trained by your society, to be an observer of things around you, and you are not very deliberate about the things that you choose to give your attention to, then you are letting wanted and unwanted things tune your frequency. And the more you train your vibration into patterns of vibration that don't feel good when you're focused there, the more habitual those patterns become. A belief is simply a thought that you keep thinking. A belief isn't even about truth. It's just a pattern of thought, because a lot of people believe entirely different things, and law of attraction responds to them according to what they believe. In other words, sometimes in the early days, Esther would say, "But Abraham, it's true. So since it's true, doesn't it deserve more of my attention?" And we said, but you have to understand that the reason that it is a reality that you call truth is only because someone gave attention to it. So if it is a reality that you want to experience, then of course, give your attention to it. Train your frequency there. Get a vibration going about it. Let your point of attraction include that, and let the evidence of that vibration come back to you. And then you can confirm, along with others, this is a true thing. But we wouldn't let just the fact that it is true, meaning it is manifested somewhere, be our criteria for giving our attention to it. We would decide, is it something that we want to manifest in our experience? So as we talk to you about how you are vibrational, we want to remind you that you are interpreting vibration through your physical senses, and you're really, really good at it. It's why you see as you see and hear as you hear. These are mechanisms or interpreters of vibration that reflect back to you something that is meaningful. But there is another vibrational sensor that you have that is your emotion. We call it your emotional guidance system. That is a wonderful reflection of two really important things. Your emotions are a reflection of what you've got going on vibrationally because of what you're talking about or thinking about, what you're remembering, what you're observing, what you're fantasizing. What's active in your mind right now is one facet of why you feel the way you feel. But the other facet is you have a source within you, an inner being, who has an opinion about the exact thing that you are focused upon. Not something else, the exact thing that you are focused upon. So when you find something in your world troubling and you focus upon it and you feel worry, the feeling of worry is simply, and we don't want to diminish it, but it is simply, we want you to get the concept of this. It is simply the fact of a differing opinion between what you're thinking and what the source within you is thinking right here, right now. When you find someone and you fixate on their flaws and you acknowledge their shortcomings, even if they are obvious, even if everyone you know would agree with you, as you focus upon someone and you find a reason to diminish them, you find an opposing opinion every single time from the source within you, who no matter what you think and no matter what justification you have for your disgust or disdain for that person or situation, your inner being is still loving them. Which causes some people to say, then my inner being is more crazy than I thought. Maybe my inner being needs more information. Maybe I should explain or justify why I feel this way. But the more you justify or explain why you feel that way, the worse you feel, because the more you practice the vibration that keeps you from fully allowing yourself to experience the fullness of the clarity and the love and the knowing and the vitality that is source, you see. So this guidance system is perfect. You just got to figure out how to make it work for you. And the way you make it work for you is by first acknowledging that it exists. I have an inner being who offers a frequency, and when I offer a frequency, my frequency blends or doesn't. My frequency blends or resists. I'm up to speed with who I am, or I've got resistance in my vibration and I'm not up to speed with who I am. The better I feel, the more I'm blended. The worse I feel, the more I'm not blended. The better I feel, the more I'm tuned in, tapped in, turned on to the frequency of my source. The more I am allowing myself, here now, to be an extension of source. An extension of source, a leading edge version of source, a pioneer of source, you might say, out here mixing it up, exploring the contrast, coming to new awarenesses of what you want. It's why we always ask you, do you know what you want? Do you know why you're here? Are you enjoying the expansion of your desire? These are important questions, because if you are enjoying the expansion of your desire, that means life is causing you to know about new things that you want. Because you cannot have an exposure to life without coming to new awarenesses about what you prefer. And when you come to that new awareness about what you prefer, the source within you moves fully, completely into the vibrational frequency of the fullness of what you have asked for. But sometimes our human friends, dear hearts that you are, don't realize that source has moved there, because you are still often in that justifying mode. Like you need to explain more fully that you want that because of all the reasons you don't like this. I want more money because it's so hard not to have enough. I want more money because it worries me to think about uncertainty into the future. I want more money because without it, I can't do this and I can't do this and I can't do this. And we say, without realizing it, you're not talking about more money. You're using words more money, but your vibration is focused upon the absence of the more money that you want. And your worry or concern or disappointment or even that feeling of envy that you have for those who seem to be more affluent, those emotions that you feel that don't feel good are your indicator that while you may be using words that sound positive, you might even have a smile on your face, the emotion that you feel is letting you know how your frequency stacks up with the frequency of who you really are, all that you've really become, and what you want. So over time, we have offered different analogies to help you sort of understand all of this, because it's not an easy thing to be such an excellent translator of vibration here in a physical world that feels real. It's tangible. I can feel it and see it and hear it and smell it. I can taste it. I know that it's real. Abraham, what are you talking about vibrations for? This is a reality. I don't need a sensor to tell me about vibration. I can pretty much see what's going on around me. And we say you're much more sensing beings than you give yourself credit. And you are all communicating much more vibrationally than you are verbally. Even here in this room today, that will be the case. You are all vibrational beings. And the source within you is a pure vibration to which you seek alignment. So here's how it works. Before you came into this physical body, you were non-physical energy. And the larger part of you still is non-physical energy. A part of you came into this body and is exploring, knowing what you don't want and therefore knowing what you do want. And every time you have any kind of exposure, whether it's dramatic or slight, to any circumstance that causes you to come to a focused opinion, it happens to you all day, every day, about what you would prefer, even if you don't speak words, you are sending out rockets of desire, rockets of preferences. This would be better. This would be better. This would be better. I would like that more. More. The expanding universe is dependent upon the moreness that you are discovering. It's why you're here. It's why you are here in this leading edge time-space reality, the best that it's ever been, still seeking more. Still looking for a new thought, a new idea, a new combination of things, a new way of going about it, a new, higher, better feeling, more love, more well-being, more exhilaration, more expansion. It's what you're all about. So as life gives you those opportunities to know that, those vibrations emanate from you. You often don't even know that they have, except that while it's happening, you feel higher than you usually do. It's always exhilarating as you launch a vibration. But often you've launched it, but immediately you turn to the absence of what you want. And you begin explaining that you want that more because you've got this less. So without meaning to, you launch a vibration, but you don't keep up to speed with it. But here's the part we really are getting at here. The source within you does get up and keep up to speed with it and maintain the frequency of that which you've asked for. So it's a vibrational touchstone. It's a vibrational guiding light. It's a vibrational reality, a vibrational reality that as you find vibrational equivalency with it, as you get up to speed with it, first you'll feel better and better and better, but you can't get up to speed with it without it then manifesting in your experience. In other words, if you want things and you feel really good about it and you feel consistently really good about it, it's not long at all before it must manifest in your experience. So the way we've been wanting to make this more tangible for you is we've been explaining that each rocket of desire that shoots out of you is held by your inner being in this, what we've been calling a vortex of creation. And some people, it's hard for them to get their thoughts around something that they can't see. But we want you to begin to feel the reality of this vibrational reality, this vortex of creation. And it is our promise to you that all things that you want are vibrationally there. There is a vibrational reality that precedes every manifested reality.